It's not even January, but Team Trump is already out there with their blowhards and their fascist bombast, threatening politicians who oppose their fascist and illegal tactics. Trump's billionaire backer Elon Musk and his border czar, Tom Homan, is he an idiot, are both out there making threats. And why are they making threats? Because several Democratic politicians are already out there talking about how they are going to oppose Trump every step of the way on the economy, on deportation, and a host of other issues like healthcare and childcare. I'm going to show a clip of, oh man, what a blowhard, making his threats. But first, a quick roundup of why he's so angry. On the economy, Gavin Newsom has already taken this step. Gavin Newsom said if the Trump administration revokes the $7,500 credit for EV vehicles, then California will offer the same credit as a replacement for cars purchased in their state, except for Tesla. Newsom said the tax credit will not apply to purchases of Tesla because he says that the purpose of the new credit would be about creating the market conditions for more of these car makers to take root, rather than existing companies who have already benefited from government largesse. I believe you call that. Meanwhile, Governor Pritzker is pushing back against deportations, specifically against using the military.
But we also want to make sure that there isn't a violation of people's rights with, raids, for example, that are done in coordination with local law enforcement on people who are, frankly, holding down jobs and have been in this country for many, many years. We think that's improper. And in Illinois, that's not something that we would condone. There's been some talk about using other states' National Guard, red state National Guards to somehow come into a blue state and try and enforce these new Stephen Miller-inspired rules. And that's just not something we're going to accept.
And that prompted Denver Mayor Mike Johnston to likewise speak out.
If I believe that our residents are having their rights violated, if I think things are happening that are illegal or immoral or un-American in our city, I would certainly protest it. And I would expect other residents would do the same.
Trump, would you be willing to go to jail for these things?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. And I'm also not seeking that. I think the goal is we want to be able to negotiate with reasonable people how to solve hard problems.
You would encourage people to protest?
I think we're going to look at every option. But yeah, I don't think that there are, I talked to some high school kids this week who were terrified about this. I don't think those kids are going to stand there and watch 3 of their classmates get pulled out of a history class with the other 27 stand by and do nothing. I don't think that's what Denverites or Americans would do in this context at all.
So, okay, it's one thing for these fascist wannabes to be shamed by governors, especially since governors control National Guardsmen. But for a mayor to talk about resistance, that has to be stomped out with all the bombast and bluster they can muster. Watch Homan the He-Man try and trump Mike Johnston, the mayor of Denver.
Look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail. Because there's a statute, it's Title 8 United States Code 1324 III, and what it says is, it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. It's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer. So if we don't want to help, that's fine. He can get the hell out of the way. But we're going to go do the job. President Trump has a mandate for American people. We got to secure this country. We got to save American lives.
Obvious first question. Just what is Abbott the Clown doing there? Lending moral support? Hey, Abbott! And if mainstream corporate media has any question or any doubts as to what their job is going forward, it's this: confronting all these Trump officials over the lie that Trump has a mandate. He won with less than 50% of the vote. There is no mandate. You have to stop letting these clowns make that claim. Obviously, Fox is going to let them make that lie, but the rest of you need to confront it every time they say it. And just how clever a line was that? We agree on something. Don't quit your day job, Tom. Actually, yes, quit your day job and move to Russia, will you? You're such a tough guy. I'm sure Putin would love to have you at the Ukrainian front. But even Elon had to get in on the action, posting this. Those who break the law will be arrested, and that includes mayors. Does it, Elon? Does it also include people who lied on their visas like you and Melania Trump? And that is when you know you are living in a fascist state. The fact that Elon and Melania are illegal immigrants is not just irony. It's not just hypocrisy. It's a sign that this country has been lurching towards fascism and billionaire oligarchy for a long time. The least Joe Biden could do before he leaves office is deport Elon Musk. I'll bet Trump wouldn't even complain. I know very few Americans would. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.